Hi, welcome to yet another series of Get More from Mallapuram. Okay, and the reason why we are all together and the purpose of this entire webinar series is only to provide the clarity such that you will have confidence on whatever the policies that you have purchased. Okay, either somebody is planning to purchase or somebody who has already purchased any of the insurance policies. Okay, so this is the purpose. And before even we get into the topic of the day, let me also tell you the declarations before we get into the topic. Okay, the first one is we do not represent any one insurance company. Okay, we don't represent anyone, nor we are going to promote any particular product or any particular facility of any of the insurance companies. Okay, and we will be discussing issues related to only insurance. So no politics, okay, and no movies, nothing. It is only a discussion on insurance. And the third thing is we do not intend to criticize neither a particular person nor a particular organization nor any product of any organization. Okay, but just in case if it happens, it is only by chance, but we can tell you it is not intentional. And the points, whatever that we discuss here, whatever we discuss in Get More from Mallapuram, it's all personal opinions and it cannot be taken as an evidence under any court of law. So with these declarations, let me just get into the today's topic. And today's topic is under the series of my family, my family health insurance. Okay. What is the difference between a top-up policy and also an enhancement? Which one is better? When we actually come towards enhancing the sum assured or increasing the coverage for ourselves and for our family, is it top up the policy? That means what are the policies that you have on that? If you take another policy, is that going to be a beneficial thing, or is it enhancing whatever the existing policy you have? Is that going to be a beneficial thing? Okay, let us see this. And I can also even tell you one thing. What is that you can expect from this entire webinar series? That by the end of this webinar, you will have very clear cut clarity on in what situations we have to go for a top up and in what conditions we need to go for an enhancement of your existing health insurance sum assured. Okay, and you can also even evaluate your existing policies in depth and you can take a right decision. So this is what you can get by the end of the this webinar series. Let's get into the webinar now. Okay, so coming to the today's topic. So the agenda for today's topic is going to be like this. We'll be doing the situation analysis first, and then we'll be doing the clarity for confidence section, in which we actually deal with the entire in-depth analysis, in-depth presentation on that, right? And then we'll be doing a review of whatever that we learned, and by the end we'll discuss on the action points. What is that you need to take? What are the steps that you need to take such that you will have the best out of the knowledge? What you're going to gain out of this webinar series? Get more from Mallapuram. Okay, right? And coming to the situation analysis, have you ever thought? Like in what situations or in what condition does anyone look for top up or enhancement of their existing health insurance policy? So can you just type it in the chat box? Like in what conditions? Probably someone will think of increasing his health insurance sum assured for himself and his family. Yeah, we are actually looking into the chat. Okay. Somebody said somebody got hospitalized. Okay, okay, and somebody really got symptoms of. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. The moment we see there is any deterioration of health happening in ourselves, right, or in our family members, or in our near and dear, right, or sometimes even we see that people getting hospitalized. Okay, wherein the near and dear people who are very close to us, they get hospitalized. Okay, and we see what are the situations that they are going through, the economical crisis, the pain, and what are the treatments that they are going through. When we actually look through all these details, that's when we also think like, yeah, I think the policy what we have, probably it might not be no, good enough to cover myself or ourselves and our family members. Or probably if it doesn't have the policy in place, then we might even think of actually taking a policy. Right? This is how things happen. Like when the symptoms arise, or when we see some of the near and dear who got hospitalized, and most important, when we see the hospital bill, and if you were to be the person who need to pay that bill. Am I right? If yes, just type in yes in the chat box. I thank each and every person in this webinar series who is actually participating in this webinar series, and who's good enough to actually engage and then interact with us. And chat is the only way how we can interact with each of us. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I think most of you has actually typed in yes. These are the major three situations. These are the major three situations wherein we'll see that we need to look for enhancing the sum assured, or even taking an additional top-up policy on our existing sum assured. Right? Now let's go. Let's go to the next section. The next section is all about creating the clarity for confidence. And this is the section wherein we do a lot of discussion. Let's get into the discussion, right? Thank you. So the things that we are going to discuss here is going to be divided into three. Okay, the situations wherein will analyze the situation wherein we feel top up is always the best option. So in what situations top up works the best? We'll look into that. Okay, and then we'll see the situations wherein the enhancement of your existing health insurance policy is going to be the best. We'll see even that. Okay, and then we'll see the live case studies, because we have a number of case studies. We have just handpicked few, and then we'll discuss the live cases, and that is till the end. Okay, so we'll see the top up, in what situations it is going to be the best. Then we'll see in what situations the enhancement is going to be the best, and then the live case studies at the end. Are you with me? Okay, you're with me. Just type in yes in the chat box. Wow, wow. Thank you, thank you. We thank for your participation. Thanks a lot. Let's get in. Let's deep dive and see the situations wherein we really want to go for a top up. Okay, the top up option always looks the best in a situation where we already have a health insurance policy. So there is a base policy which is already existing, right? And then we already are in a very good health conditions. So the health of the members of the family, or the health of the person, the main member of the family, their health is absolutely fine. Okay, and at the same time, but the environment has actually become so challenging. Like recently we had this pandemic situation, right? In these challenging environments, we always look at enhancing the sum assured immediately. But at the same time, the existing policy, the renewal is not near. So whenever the existing policy renewal is too far, but the situations have changed in such a way, like we need to enhance the sum assured because of the challenging and changing environmental conditions, that's the situation wherein we need to go for a top up, because top up gives you that parachute kind of effect immediately. So it just opens up, it just gives you the coverage. Okay, so this is the first situation wherein we are healthy. Because of the changing circumstances, even if we want to enhance, even if we want to increase the existing policy sum assured, it is not possible because the renewal is not very near. Then the only option what we have, instead of going for again a new policy, we can actually go for a top up as a new policy. Got it? I hope this is clear. Right? If it is clear, I request everyone to type in clear in the chat box. Okay, okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let's look into the second situation. The situation wherein we want this, we suggest to have a top-up policy. In what condition it is? Okay. So the first one is the people who already have a health insurance, the same situation, right? And the changing health conditions. I mean to say, probably you are feeling that like no, the health is not so well, or you're not keeping up so well. Probably you see that the age is increasing, and you could see the strength in the body is actually going down. Though you are looking actually healthy, but you still feel something is changing in the body, which might turn out to be some greater health related issue going further. Okay, so the changing health conditions will actually trigger you to have a more coverage in place. Okay, and a recent diagnosis which happened because of those reasons, like what we normally do, we go to the doctor, he writes some diagnostic test, we go to the diagnostic test, and then in those diagnostic tests we found that there is a small disease or a disorder which just started up. And the moment we see that the disease just started up and we have a very small existing health insurance policy, that's when we feel, oh my god, I think I need to increase my sum assured. We can increase the sum assured, but say suppose your renewal is not near. If your renewal is not near, then the only option is we need to go for a top-up policy. A top-up policy is possible to take even when your base policy is not due for renewal. I hope this is very clear to you. Okay, so the second situation is wherein you see there is a changes of health which is happening in the body, and probability of actually getting diagnosed some disease or the disorder is just at the corner, and your renewal is not immediate. It takes probably 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or probably you just recently renewed it last month, and now you're seeing there's a changes in your health conditions. In those conditions, if you want to increase your sum assured immediately, then the only option with the value of money what you will be paying, top up is the best option which can be looked into. Okay, so this is the second condition in which we can look for a top up policy. Let's look at the third option. The third condition, if you look at, okay, top up looks the best in, of course, people who are having the health insurance, right, and not possible to enhance the cover. Okay, recently we had a client who actually took a policy almost in 2013, and then have been consistently paying the premiums. Now in 2018, I think in 2019, he just met with an ailment, that's a heart attack, and because of which he can't be given any further enhancement in the sum assured. Okay, but we do also have a specific policies for the heart related issues. We just gave another policy for him wherein only he will be covered for the existing heart related issues. Okay, we have actually given that, and for the rest of the people in the family we have gone for a top up plan. We did like that within the budget what they have, we could able to figure out how best or how maximum that we can increase the sum assured. Okay, so in these situations where there is no possibility of enhancing the cover, right? This could be one situation. There could be also another way wherein probably in that particular policy what you have taken with the insurance company, the maximum sum assured given is only 10 lakh rupees. You want to go for a 50 lakh cover or a 1 crore cover, but the insurance company policy, whatever you are in, it might be only 10 lakhs. But still, you want to increase your sum assured. The best option, go for a top up on that particular policy. Okay, and by the way, top up policy comes in three different variants. There are three different variants which are available in the market. Okay, the first one is going to be a simple top up. A simple top up which can be used only once in the entire policy term. Okay, it can be used only once, number one. And second situation is wherein the bill should be more than the excess, the deductible amount. Say suppose the deductible amount is 5 lakh rupees or 3 lakh or 10 lakh. So the one single bill should be more than that particular amount. Only then the deduction will, the top up will come into the place. Okay, this is the first variety of policy. And people, okay, we are saying in query over here, what is the deductible? Fine. The deductible is that amount up to which the top-up plan will not pay the claim. So it is that extent wherein the top-up plan will not pay the claim. Okay, so what we do with that amount, if the existing policy is say 5 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees, and we are going for a 25 lakh top up on that existing policy, right? For example, it is 5 lakhs, okay? Then we'll put that 5 lakhs as a deductible. Once you put 5 lakhs as a deductible, then whatever the claim which comes over and above 5 lakhs, the top up plan will actually trigger the claim processing. The claim will be triggered in the top up only if it is more than the basic deductible amount, which is normally covered under your existing policy. I hope this is clear now. Thank you. Thank you for your response. Yeah. So there is a deductible, and then over and above that, there is a top up. This is how the top up plan works. The first variant is every bill, it is only paid only once, and that bill should be more than the deductible amount. Once it is more than the deductible amount, only then the top up plan will trigger. So this is the first variety what we have in the market. The second variety what we have in the market is every claim which is more than deductible. It is not just one single claim in the entire policy term. It could be multiple number of claims, but every time the claim should be more than the deductible. And it could be used until the top up sum assured is exhausted. Okay, so this is the second variety of top-up plan which is available in the market. And then we have a third variety of top-up. Normally people call it as a super top-up. That's a word which people use. The super top-up plan is, it is not just one single claim more than deductible, but multiple claims together. If it becomes more than the deductible amount, then multiple times the top-up plan can be triggered. If you ask me which is the best option, the third option is always the best. Of course, the premium is little more, but still that's worth it. Okay, instead of just having only one single claim or multiple claims, but with more than the deductible amount, the third option wherein we have the accumulated claim of different claims together, the accumulated medical expenses of different claims together should be more than deductible. So this is called as super top-up. And what we recommend is go for only super top-up policies. Okay, right? I hope this gives the clarity on how the top-up works. Now let's get into the presentation here, right? So the third situation is, people having health insurance and people where there is no possibility of increasing the sum assured. Like there could be an ailment which has come up, or this you have already taken the maximum sum assured which is available under that particular product, right? So this is the second thing. And the third thing is there is a recent diagnosis of any disease or disorder. So you are in a rush, probably even before something is found out, you want to increase your sum assured. You want to increase your sum assured immediately, and the renewal is not immediate. The renewal is not immediate, and there is no possibility of even porting the existing policy into the new policy because there is a claim. Okay, even if in those situations, or the person is more than 60, wherein even if you port into any other policy, the premiums are going to be very high. Even in those conditions, we can actually go for the top. So this is a third situation wherein we recommend a top-up plan. Okay, I hope you're getting it, right? And if you have any doubts, don't get worried. Don't get worried. Me and my team, we are always there. We are with you. That there is a helpline number which is mentioned out here, right? 7569645645. Just give a missed call on that number. Me and my team will be all out there to help you out. We are always with you. Right? Okay. Now let's look into the fourth situation. The fourth situation wherein the top-up works the best. Okay. Of course, my company has got a policy and my company is actually giving me the health insurance. But the thing is, it is very less. it is very less, probably 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. And because of the changing environmental condition, probably there is chances that if there is an hospitalization, the hospitalization bill will be far higher than the coverage what my company is providing. Okay, in those situations, and there is a possibility of finding a disease because there's a recent diagnosis which I underwent. So there is a little bit of fear in the mind, like probably how could be the health insurance, how could be the health conditions. So because of that fear, and there is no personal health insurance policy. Like I doesn't have any personal health insurance policy. It is whatever I have is all given by my company. So my company is actually giving you the policy, right? And as I doesn't have my personal health insurance policy, and there's a changes which is happening in the environment, like pandemic conditions, and my health, there's a possibility of deteriorating. In these situations, you want to have an immediate coverage going further, then we would recommend to go for the top-up plan. I hope this is clear, right? And let's see the fifth situation wherein we normally recommend a top-up plan when compared to an enhancement of sum assured. There is no health insurance, and this is very unique. This is very unique, and I thank my client, Mr. Mishra. Mr. Mishra, let me just give you a little brief about this person. When I met him, he was 56. He was 56, and he got a business. He got a business, and he's an absolutely disciplined person. So he got a highly disciplined environment wherein he got in how much of money to be put into his investments, into his insurance, and also self insurance. He also keeps a miscellaneous account wherein he keep on maintain some money wherein he will be taking it out only in case of any emergency kind of situations. So what he said, it was a very unique situation wherein he said, see, up to 3 lakh rupees, if any health issues comes up, I really don't want to use the health insurance policy, but I have my miscellaneous expenses which I have put it aside, so I can take care of my health expenses. But if say suppose the health expenses go beyond 3 lakh rupees, that's where I want my insurance policy to come into the picture. Is there any solution like that which you can offer? Yes. In this situation, we have given the top-up policy. Top-up policy doesn't mandate. Top-up policy doesn't mandate that you need to have a base policy. It is not mandatory. If it is there, it is good. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. You can still go for a top-up without any base policy. Let me repeat this, okay? We can still go for a top-up policy even without a base policy of your health insurance. And it is possible. I hope this is something a little shocking. Then why it is called as a top-up? It is still a top-up. The reason because the basic fund is still borne by you. Like you have actually taken the onus of paying the bill up to that extent. Okay, I hope this is clear. Right? Okay, let's get into the presentation, right? So, where there is no health insurance, number one, and there's a pre-planned medical budget which is existing, like the way how I told about Mr. Mishra, right? And there's a challenging and changing environment like pandemic condition. You need to have the coverage in place, and there is a recent diagnosis, so the possibility of getting a disease or disorder is a little higher. This is a situation wherein still you can go for a top-up policy. I hope this is clear. Right? Okay. Great. Thank you. So let's get into the other section, like enhancement of sum assured, enhancement of our health insurance policy. In what conditions is this going to be the best? Are you ready? If you are ready, just type in ready in the chat box. Wow. Wow. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I hope you are getting a lot of information, a lot of insight into your existing policies and how best you can leverage it to have a proper coverage for yourself and your family members. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. So let's get into the enhancement. In what situations? In what situations the enhancement works to be the best? Let's look into that. Okay, the enhancement works out best in situation one, that is having person who is already having an health insurance policy and the health conditions are good and the renewal due is very near. Probably this month is the renewal. So instead of going for a top up in an increased sum assured with a new policy, we can actually go for an enhancement of the existing policy where there are no claims and you have been paying that policy since probably for quite some time. Okay, so this is the situation. This is a situation wherein we can go for an enhancement of sum assured. Okay, wherein your renewal is just near. This is the first situation, right? And okay, I'm actually seeing in query over here pre-existing condition. I think that's actually going to come in the presentation. But let me just give you a little more detail over here. Thanks for actually for putting up that message. Where do we need to go for a top up and enhancement of sum assured? This in a top up plan, if there is a pre-existing condition which has already come in, the pre-existing diseases are covered after 1 year. We have policies in place wherein the pre-existing diseases can be covered after 1 year under a top-up plan. And the pre-existing disease in a normal plan, it is covered either 3 years after or 4 years after. Okay, so if somebody is already having a pre-existing condition, we may have to plan a top-up with the base sum assured wherein the pre-existing condition can also be covered much early. I hope this answers your query, Mr. Ravi. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay. So the enhancement works at best when your renewal is very much near, and in a situation where you are absolutely healthy, your health conditions are also good, and your renewal date is also nearer, and at the same time you are absolutely young or a young family. So for people who are just married or the people with young family of 1 kid or 2 kids who are just born or less than 5 years old kid, right? In those situations, we suggest to go for an enhanced sum assured, because what we have seen, the premium what you pay for the younger age people, the premium what you pay for having a higher sum assured in the same policy is actually equal to the same premium what you'll be paying with the base policy and the top. But still, why do we suggest an enhancement? Because in the base policy, you will have your bonus coming up, your restoration benefit, which is going to come up. There are a lot of policies which have come into the market wherein there is a facility called as restoration. So what does that mean? In a restoration policy, what happens, like let's say suppose somebody has got an 10 lakh of policy, okay, 10 lakhs of health insurance policy. So there is a hospitalization which happened and they have used up the entire 10 lakh rupees in the bill. Okay, they used up in one single hospitalization. What happens? There is no additional sum assured for the rest of the family members, right? And so how are they going to be covered until the next renewal? Because of that reason, many of the companies these days, they have come up with this concept of restoration. What they will do, because the sum assured is completely completed, okay, and there is no coverage for the rest of the members in the family, they will enhance the sum assured by the same amount. That means 10 lakhs is over, they will add up another 10 lakh rupees. Who can use it? Rest of the family members can use it, number one, or same person for some other disease can also use it. We also have a different variants which is common wherein same person for same disease can also use it. But the condition is they need to go for a different hospitalization. That means probably after a few more days he got hospitalized once again for the same disease, even then it is payable. We have such kind of options which are available in the market. Right? Okay. So coming to our situation over here. So a young family will suggest instead of going for a top-up plan, because you have your bonus coming up, your restoration benefit coming up, and then there's some additional value-added services which do come up. Like these days we are also even seeing discount in the premiums because of keeping up the good health conditions. Okay, so all these things you can avail and get the benefit, because for the young lot of people, there might not be an immediate requirement of the coverage, but probably this is after probably 30 years down the line, 30 years down the line, when they're really becoming old, that's when they might be requiring the health insurance coverage. So they will maintain their health history with the insurance company. They will enhance the coverages, and they will keep up their experience with the insurance company for all these days. So in those situations, we actually recommend going for an enhancement of sum assured. Okay, there is another situation. There is another situation in which we recommend in going for an enhancement of sum assured. Okay, that is people who already have the health insurance. Health conditions are good. The health conditions are not good. The enhancement might not be possible. Okay, if the enhancement is not possible, the ultimate option is we have to go for a top up. Okay, now you're getting it. So if at all we need to look at what is the process that we need to follow, the process we need to follow is, to the extent possible, enhance the base policy sum assured. The moment you feel you just can't go further because of any of the constraints like ill health or a claim which has turned up, something like that, then the other option is go for the top up, but we need to declare all the health conditions. The only option is in top up, the pre-existing conditions are covered after 1 year. But there is no bonus and there are no value-added services over there. This is the basic difference between top up and then an enhancement. If at all we need to look at your health insurance as the construction of your own house. So probably you have a base policy, that is your ground floor is there, right? On that you went for the first floor, you got the permission for the first floor, then you went for the second floor, and then the third, and then the fourth. But probably after fourth floor there is no permission for you to go further. Then you might have built up a temporary top up on the fourth floor. Okay, that's the top up. So after top up, whenever there is no possibility to enhance further, that's when we go for the top up. Okay, I hope this analogy now gives you the clarity on how to use the enhancement and the top up together. Okay, all right, let's get into the presentation, right? Okay, and people who say, boss, I don't want to go for a cashless and a reimbursement as both the process together. No, I want to go only for cashless. If somebody says I want to go only for cashless, then the only option is you need to go for only enhancement of your sum assured. I'll tell you why. If there are two policies which are existing, like there is a base policy and then the top up policy, and say suppose the base policy is of say 5 lakh rupees, and then there is a top up of 25 lakh rupees on that. So the total coverage is 30 lakh rupees, right? In this, if say suppose there is a claim of 8 lakh rupees. If there is a claim of 8 lakh rupees, the first 5 lakhs is given by the base policy, and the remaining 3 lakhs will be triggered in your top up policy. And the condition is this claim should be payable in both the policies. Only then it will trigger. If it is something like in timeline exclusions wherein that disease is not covered for first 2 years and your policy is less than 2 year old, in those conditions, if it is not payable, then definitely none of these policies the claim is payable. I hope this is very clear, right? Okay. The situation wherein the claim is payable, 8 lakhs of claim, wherein there is a 5 lakh of base policy, and then there is a 25 lakh of top up. 5 lakhs is paid by the base policy, 3 lakhs is paid by the top up, right? This is clear, right? Now, how does this happen? In the base policy, we will go for the cashless facility. Now, all the originals will be sent by the hospital directly to the insurance company. Okay, so the base policy claim is done. Okay, now the remaining 3 lakhs, how are we going to claim the top up? we need to first pay the remaining 3 lakhs to the hospital, get that bill, and then with a statement from the existing base policy that the originals are with them, we take the photocopy of all the bills and the diagnostic reports, everything, and we go for the top-up policy. So top-up policy is going to be only a reimbursement process. Only in few companies wherein both the base policy and the top policy are together in one single company, that's when we can go for this cashless facility, but it is highly impossible. We have actually, though the company say that like no, if both are with us, we'll give the cashless in both the policies. It's not possible. We have actually seen it. We actually seen it. So one policy will go for cashless. The second policy we have to go for a reimbursement. There is no other option. Okay. Now, in these situations, if somebody says, no, I just can't bear the entire money, the additional money, and so I want all the things to be as a cashless, then don't go for top up. Go for enhancing your existing policy to the maximum, number one, or port it into another policy of another company wherein you can get the maximum sum assured. You can also even migrate to another new product which is coming within the same company. You can do all these three things together. Okay, I hope this is clear, right? So coming to the enhancement, the situation, so where somebody says I want only the cashless facility, no option. So we need to go for only enhancement of sum assured. And the fourth situation in which people who are having the health insurance and are in good health conditions, the renewal due date is also very near and want all the benefits. What do we mean to say what is all benefits? All benefits are your bonus, the no claim bonus we want it. We want the registration benefit. We want that recharge benefit. We want that value-added services. We want that the medical examination which is given free of cost, or up to some extent which is case to case. The product to product, the policy to policy differs, and we also have the policies wherein you keep a good health, you walk for so many steps, you burn so much of calories on a daily basis, and they keep on recording it with an app. If you do that, there is also a discount in the premiums which is offered. Okay, but this is a little bit of marketing trick what we have seen, wherein people want to be disciplined. There is no second thought about it. People want to be disciplined, and that want to be disciplined is not consistently wanted because there is other things which actually crop up and the discipline actually goes off. So until and unless you keep that discipline in actually doing those steps, you will not be able to get those discounts. Okay, so but that's a very nice step because prevention is always better than cure. Wherein these companies which are offering the discounts for keeping a good health, they are focusing us to have in a good shape, good health conditions. Okay, so these are the situations. These are the situations wherein you will see that enhancement of sum assured works out better when we actually compare with the top up of sum assured, top up of health insurance. Okay, and coming to the case studies. Now these are the live case studies. We have not mentioned the name of the people and the name of the insurance policies from which company they have actually taken, but we did mention the premiums what they have actually paid. Okay, so let's look into the live case studies. Okay, so here comes the situation. So is it a top up or the enhancement? Which is the best? Right? Is it the top up or is it enhancement? Which is the best to increase your health insurance cover? Let's look into the case study. So case study 1. This is a family of husband, wife, and 2 children, a small family. They had this policy of health insurance from 2013. Yeah, it's 2013. So they had this policy of 3 lakh rupees. In 2013, that used to be a good average size of health insurance policy. Now it is not. Okay, now 3 lakhs is absolutely like not a full-fledged coverage. at least a minimum of 10 lakh rupees per person is something which is bound to be a good amount of health insurance coverage. So they had this policy of 3 lakh rupees right from 2013, and they have been consistently paying this premium. There were no claims, nothing until 2018. You know what happened in 2018? There was a claim, and the claim was it's a purely a dengue fever which they got, and there is some a psychological related claim. So there were two claims which happened in this particular policy. And you know what happened? During 2019 renewal, they wanted to enhance the submission because they have seen that they have used up the entire submission of 3 lakh rupees in that particular two claims, and also even the bonus they have actually wiped off. So they have realized the importance of insurance and they want to increase the sum assured to 10 lakhs in 2019. You know what happened? The insurance company said, no, we can't enhance it up to 10 lakhs. We can only enhance it up to only 5 lakh rupees. See the irony of the case. When we're really wanting to increase the sum assured, the insurance company says, no, we can't offer you. So insurance is the only product in the entire lifetime which you have to purchase when you doesn't require it. When your heart and mind says, no, we don't require insurance, that's when you have to purchase. The only thing which have to be purchased when you doesn't require it, when you don't require it, is only insurance. And you know how much you need to purchase when you don't require it? Take it maximum. Take it maximum. The reason because when you ask for more insurance in a situation wherein you wanting to increase your sum assured, insurance company will not be in a position to offer you that increase. Okay? I hope this is clear. If it is clear, just type in clear in the chat box. Oh yeah. Thank you. Okay, so let's get back to the case study. So here, so the insurance company said, no, we can enhance it only up to 5 lakh rupees. We can't enhance it to 10 lakh rupees. You know what happened? The pandemic situation has come in and he was so worried in 2020. He said, no, I want to increase the sum assured. You know what we have offered? We have actually given it as a top up of sum assured. So we have given a 25 lakh top up on the existing enhanced 5 lakhs. So the offer, the solution what we have given under this particular plan is an enhancement and then a top up. Enhancement to the extent possible and then a top up plan. Let me give you some more details about the same case study. Okay, so this is the premiums what you have paid in 2018 for the same 3 lakhs for the age of he was I think 43 when he actually there was the first claim. 42 when they had a first claim in 2018. Then he was actually paying only 11,889. This is inclusive of GST. When he was enhanced his sum assured from 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs, the premium got increased to 15,287. And when you are given a top-up plan of 25 lakhs on the existing 5 lakhs, okay, so the total has become 30 lakhs. The premium has just gone by only almost equal to 10,000 rupees extra. It is 24,438. Now you are seeing the premium per lakh has actually come down. If you see the first one, it is almost 4,000 rupees per lakh he was paying. The second, if you look at, it is 3,000 rupees per lakh he was paying. And if you look into the top-up combination with the enhancement of sum assured, you see how much he is paying. It is less than 1,000 rupees per lakh is what he is paying. This is the real value for money. It is not that how much of coverage you have. It is also not that how much of premium what you are paying. It is that for each amount of premium what we are paying, what is the maximum sum assured that we can get covered for ourselves and our family. I hope this case study gives you a lot of clarity. Don't get worried. We have another case study. Let's look into that. Okay. So we have case study 2. It's same. The wife, husband, so 2 adults in the family with 2 children. They had 5 lakhs policy. This was way back in 2015. They started the policy for the first time. Okay, and I think at that time he was 49 years, and then now he's 54. Now the current age is 54. Okay, and what we did in he had this policy since 2015 and have been consistently paying the premium till 2019. And in 2019, he could see like the premiums are actually increasing further. See, there is the regulator gives an option of increasing the premiums based on the claims what you're getting under the policy, and I think maximum to 5% they can increase. But that insurance company in which he had the policy, they have been consistently increasing it on a yearly basis. So he felt little jerky on that, and then he said, "Why I think I'm paying little heavy premium on my existing policy." And then he consulted us. We did a complete analysis, and then we recommended them to port into another insurance policy with with the same premium. He was actually getting a better coverage and better benefits. So what we did, it's not just his sum assured, his sum assured along with the no claim bonus. We have taken the entire experience and then we have ported into a new policy. The new policy what he had taken was 10 lakh rupees. And this 10 lakh rupees, he was paying the same premium what he was paying in the earlier policy was for 5 lakhs of sum assured. So his sum assured got increased for the same premium. Okay, and then the pandemic situation has come in. So he said, no, I want to increase it even a little further. Then we are given a top up of 25 lakhs on the existing 10 lakh policy. Let's look at the numbers a little more deeper. Okay, see, in 2018, he had this 5 lakhs of policy, and there is a bonus which got accumulated of 2 lakh 25,000 in his 2018 policy. But we have actually, when we ported, there was another 10% bonus which got added up. So 2 lakh 75,000 rupees bonus we added into the ported policy. So out of the 10 lakhs of sum assured what he has taken, up to 7,75,000 his entire experience got counted. Okay, I'm just saying, okay, can you repeat it? Fine. I'll just repeat the entire thing. Okay. See, he got a 5 lakhs of policy, right? And a bonus of 2,75,000. Let's assume whatever is got accumulated, 2,75,000. Now, what is the total coverage he got? 7,75,000. Now, when we are porting the policy with the past experience into a new policy, the experience will not be counted just for 5 lakhs, but we can also count the experience for the bonus which got accumulated. So when he is purchasing a 10 lakh plan from a 5 lakh plan, okay, his experience will be counted for 7,75,000, not for 5 lakhs. It is 7,75,000. I hope this is clear now, right? Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So what happens? So the remaining 2,25,000 will be treated as a fresh policy. Okay. Most of the situations what we have seen is people think like, okay, we'll just start with a small plan and then every year we keep on enhancing the sum assured. You can still enhance, but the thing is, every time whatever the additional sum assured you are enhancing will be treated as a fresh policy. So all your 30 days waiting period, your 2 years of exclusions, your PED conditions, that is pre-existing disease conditions, everything becomes applicable. So whatever you want to do, you have the maximum enhancement at one stretch. And then after that, even if you want to enhance further, go for a top up. Right? Is this clear? Okay. So coming to the presentation over here, to the case study over here, right? So we, in this situation, what we have done, he was actually paying 29,854 rupees in his first policy. When we ported to the next policy, it has just become 31,506. It's almost like 1,000 rupees extra, nearly around 1,000 rupees extra. But you see, he got his policy enhanced by 100%. That's the real value what he unlocked. And now, next year, no claim. Then on this 10 lakhs, the bonus will be accumulated. Right? Got it? Okay. And then on that, we have given a 25 lakh top-up plan. With that 25 lakh top-up plan, he got a full coverage of 35 lakhs. And you know what is the premium that he is paying? Just 42,209 rupees. So how much extra he paid? Almost 11,000 rupees. But what is the extra sum assured that he got enhanced? 25 lakhs, right? And even if you calculate the premium per lakh, the first policy, if you look at, it is almost 6,000 rupees per lakh. Then the second policy, if you look at without any top up, right, it is almost 3,000 rupees per lakh. And now with the top up, it has actually gone down drastically. The premium per lakh is how much? It is hardly any amount. So this is the real value for money. So if you ask whether it is the enhancement which is the best or the top up is the best, I see it's enhancement with top up together is the best. And we should know what to be used when to get the maximum value for whatever the premium that we pay. I hope this gives a lot of clarity. Providing clarity such that you will have confidence in what are the policies you have or what are the policies that you're wanting to purchase is the real purpose of this webinar series. Get more from Mallapuram. Right? Okay. Let's see another case study. Okay. Now, in this case study, it's a young family. It's a young family having a 5 lakh of cover, right? And then they enhanced. We just enhanced it to 1 crore of health insurance. See, I think it's a small shocking for everyone. So they had a 5 lakh cover, and then we have helped them to enhance it to 1 crore. 5 lakh is somewhere here, 1 crore is somewhere here. This is the sum assured, right? Now, why will anybody enhance it so much unless they see a value? The value what they have seen here is there is a maternity benefit of 1 lakh rupee. Maternity benefit of 1 lakh rupee which is payable only if the sum assured is 1 crore. And these are young couple planning to have children in future, right? So this is going to be the best. And the beauty of this particular product is the day one coverage of children. The newborn baby, if they have to put up into a neonatal ICU, all those expenses can be covered right from day one. Okay, of course, the maternity is payable only only from the third year in this particular product, but still it's worth it because if you look into the premiums which are paid under this particular policy, okay, with that you can still have the value-added benefits. The value-added benefits what you can get under the plan which we offered in this particular case, it is not just the sum assured, but there is for a 1 crore of policy, there is a 1 crore of personal accident policy which is given free of cost. And in our earlier session, we have seen a 1 crore personal accident policy will full-fledged disability benefits. It costs almost close to around 11,000 rupees, right? And they also gave a diagnostic cover of 5,000 rupees on a yearly basis and an outpatient benefit of 5,000 rupees on a yearly basis. And for every block of 3 years, they also gave a OP dental and OP ophthalmic coverage. Normally, it is not given in the regular plans. But here it is given if you go for the highest sum assured, that is 1 crore. And that means the value what they can get back even without getting admitted into the hospital as inpatient is almost close to 26,000 rupees. Right? Let's look at a little more numbers. Okay. So in 2019, they had the same product. Huh? We have not changed the product. It's the same product. Instead of 5 lakhs, we said you go for 1 crore. In a 5 lakh plan, the premium what they were paying for 12,296. And in a 1 crore enhanced plan, they were paying 37,772. And you know the value when it is unclocked, the value added services which are inbuilt into the policies are worth 26,000 rupees. So you're paying 37, you're getting 26,000. Means the net effect is close to only 12,000 rupees. 12,000 rupees somebody is getting an 1 crore of coverage with a 1 crore of personal accident plan and with 1 lakh of maternity benefit with day one baby cover. See the value? The premium per lakh has just gone down. Even if you just forget about the value added services, how much is going to be the premium for 1 crore? 377 rupees per lakh. Less than 500 rupees per lakh. See the same plan when they were actually having 5 lakhs. How much they were paying? right? It is almost 1300, no, not even 1300. It is 2600 rupees per lakh. It has gone down to 377 rupees per lakh, which is the real value for me. Enhance, enhance your sum assured. Okay, now, they were actually less than 35 age, and only two adults were there in the, in the family. So we have actually offered this solution, which is very apt for them. We did not go for a top up here. It is only purely enhancement of sum assured. Okay, so anybody wanting to have their policy to be reviewed, you can actually scan this QR code, or you can actually click on this link. You will have a page. You can just fill up your details. Me and my team will come back to you. We will help you with a perfect review. Normally, if we have to review the policies of any of the people who are not our clients, we charge 5,000 rupees. And the people who are there on this webinar, it's a gift from our side. We are doing it free of charge for you. All that what you need to do is, before we end this session, this webinar, in next 5 to 10 minutes, we request everyone to actually take a note of this and then click on it and give your details. My team will be always there to help you out. We will reach out to you. We'll do a proper review. And if you have the best plan, we congratulate you on that. If at all there is any changes need to be done, then we will help you to get all those things done for you. Okay, right? And with that, we are coming to the conclusion part. So is it top up the best, or is it enhancement of the sum assured is the best? What is your conclusion? The conclusion is enhance for enhancing coverages. Okay, you need to go for enhancement of sum assured if you want to consistent increasing of benefits coming up to you, because there is a bonus, there is a restoration, there is a recharge. There's so many value added services when you enhance, when you increase your base policy sum assured. And top up is the best for immediate benefits. You want an immediate major coverage to be done, because you can't enhance your sum assured because your renewal due is not very near. In those situations, we recommend you to go for a top up. And the best solution is, first priority always enhance, then have a top up plan together. That's the best way. Right? With that, we want always each and every person along with their family to be happy, healthy, and wealthy, and keep protecting your family. With that, we'll get into the last section, that is the action points. Action points to be taken care of. Okay. First and foremost thing, take out your policy copy. Immediately after this webinar, take out your policy copy, go through the benefits, what they are, and the conditions of payment, and the details of yourself and your family, whether they are put up perfect into the policy copy or not. Check through all these details, okay, and review with your advisor. Probably you have not seen him since very long. You're only helping him only during the renewal, when he'll come, he'll collect the money, or he sends you a link wherein you will pay the renewal premium online. Okay, but instead have at least a webinar kind of thing, or a video conference with your advisor. Looking into the current pandemic situation, you can have a review with your advisor and review every benefit under your policy. You should know what is the value that you're going to generate out of the policies what you are paid, right? And discuss with your family members. This is the culture. This is the culture we want everyone. We want everyone of our family, of our customers, even the friends and near and dear of our own customers, to have inculcated this culture of discussing insurance on dining table. See, it is not just you taking the policies. Our family members should know what are the benefits in that, and in case of any emergency, they should know whom to contact, where they should be able to take you in case of any emergency, right? And so we always suggest you have to discuss your existing health insurance policies with your family members. Okay, and make all these details available to them, because in an emergency they should not look here and there. They should know whom to contact, where to take you. Everything should be detailed out, right? And any review of your renewals or your policies, if you want to do it, we are always there. And this is QR code. You can just take a picture, you can scan it, and then you can actually give the details. Me and my team will be always there. Or you can even dial up this missed call here, right? The number which is flashing over here, 7569 645 645. This is the number on which, even if you give a missed call, myself and my team will be ready to help you out. And we are always with you. And for the people who are there on this webinar, this review is free of cost. Normally, we charge for the people who are not our clients, we charge 5,000 rupees. And that we're giving away as gift for the people who just appeared on this webinar. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for coming up. And my family health insurance, top of versus enhancement, which is the best? The best one is having an enhancement and top up together. Okay, with that, thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you for being on this webinar. Get in touch with us and come back to the webinar again on every second Saturday and fourth Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you.